What's up everyone? Today I want to share with you how retiring abroad in the Philippines holds many benefits, then talk about different budgets for monthly cost of living, and share how long $190,000 can last in retirement. Without further ado, let's talk about the first point, which is the benefit of moving to the Philippines for retirees. Some of the many perks include opening your world view, experiencing new cultures, building lasting friendships, enjoying the widely spoken English, a warm tropical climate year long. The list goes on. Make sure to check out other videos on my channel if you'd like to see more on the pros and cons to living in the Philippines in greater detail. So probably one of, if not the most attractive benefit for retirees moving to the Philippines is the affordable cost of living. With rising house prices and inflation, making the decision to retire abroad in a lower cost of living country is a pretty smart choice. Here is a map showing which states have higher cost of living, with the deep dark blue states being the most expensive. And another list with the top 10 highest cost of living states in the USA. So I want to share with you now, friends, the average household in the USA spends about $62,334 on expenses, with on average 34.9% of spending, or roughly $1,784 a month, dedicated to housing and housing related expenses. My wife and I currently have 2 investment properties in the States, which has helped us be able to reach Coast Fire at a young age and move abroad. We have a 3-bedroom condo renting out for around $1,500 a month and a single family home rented out for about $2,500 in Utah. I've got to say though, the housing market in Utah, where I'm from, has gone up like crazy, with the average home prices surging to around $500,000. The point here I want to make is to be rest assured that your buying power will increase significantly when you go from USD to Philippine pesos. But how much do you need exactly? Stay tuned to see more. On to pension and other sources of income. How much do you need? First, let's take a look at a low budget, otherwise known as a living like a local budget. Some people may have gotten away with living under $1,000 a month, but in that case, you'll most likely be outside of urban areas and really living the local life. That includes shopping where they shop, going to wet markets, conserving energy like they do, etc. So instead of putting $800, let's bump it up just a bit to $1,200 a month for a single individual. And remember everyone, the actual number will range based on your lifestyle and the location. Now onto a high budget where you can live a more comfortable lifestyle in an urban area with more accommodations. First, I want to share this budget from internationalliving.com that shows a comfortable budget for a couple at $1,500. But let's bump it up, shall we, to $1,700 a month for our calculation, which, keep in mind, is just for one person. Now, there may be some out there who want to live an extra high-end life at $2,000 or more a month, but we won't go into that for this video. I want to keep things more attainable and realistic. Before jumping into how long $190K will last, I want to mention that with SRRV, the Special Resident Retirees Visa, income from overseas, including pensions, income from investments, etc., are not taxed. You can check out other videos I've created on this channel to see more about retirement requirements. Now on to, how long will $190,000 last? Low versus high budget. For today's calculation, I will be using a retirement calculator online from fidelitybank.com. There's a lot of other calculators out there, such as from NerdWallet, but I like this one a lot. Okay, so on to the low budget, $1,200 a month calculation. Let's say you have that $190,000 saved up in retirement accounts in the stock market. You plan to take out $12,000 a month for expenses, and let's put a 7% rate of return. The reason I use 7% is because the S&P 500 average rate of return since 1950 has been around 11%, but 8.5% adjusted for inflation. We will get into some more things to consider in a moment, okay? So in this situation, your money can end up lasting a whopping 436 months, which is about 36 years. So that's pretty awesome, right? Now onto the high budget of $1,700 a month of expenses. How long do you think your money would last you in this scenario? With $190K, taking out $1,700 each month and a 7% return rate, your money can last 180 months or 15 years. So it is significantly less when comparing to the low budget. And what this tells us is that you could get by on $1,700 a month, but it would last less than half of what $1,200 a month would. So you could either lower your expenses each month, switch locations, or increase your total nest egg or retirement savings amount. First though, I want you to ask yourself, what type of lifestyle do you want want and what can you accept? Do you want to live in Metro Manila and dine out often? Or do you prefer a life outside the city center and don't mind giving up some accommodations? I also want to quickly address some other important things. For example, the calculation does not factor in taxes, which you may need to pay when withdrawing funds from your retirement accounts. If you have a traditional 401k or IRA, you'll want to keep this in mind. But if you have a Roth 401k or IRA, then you'll have less to worry about since Roth contributions are made with after-tax dollars. I won't include all of the rules in this video today, but if you would like to see the differences between traditional versus Roth 401ks and IRAs, let me know in the comment section below. Also, friends, the calculation is for your investments in the stock market at a 7% rate of return. So what happens if some years there is a downturn in the stock market and you're not seeing those returns? Well, first and foremost, fluctuations in the stock market is to be expected. So what my wife and I love doing is saving up an emergency fund. Finance gurus recommend having a 2-year fully funded emergency fund before retiring. So you can draw from that emergency fund in case of economic downturns and do not need to make withdrawals from your retirement accounts. My wife and I currently have $20,000 saved up in our emergency fund and do not hold it in the stock market. Instead, we put it into a high yield savings account. And this type of fund can be used for medical emergencies and other reasons too. We are currently working towards having 2 years of expenses fully saved up. Wish us luck. You got this too, friends. So please do not forget to have extra cash and savings, especially when moving abroad. If you found this video helpful or interesting, please leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more financial freedom and retire abroad videos to come. Catch you next time.